Eli, I want to thank you for coming to camp. My name is Thad Johnson with ABC, and I'll be doing your pitching lesson here today. First thing we're going to talk about is the balance position. And you do an outstanding job of getting yourself over your backside. As you can see, we're going to just draw a line up here over your back foot. And as you come set, you're in a real good position. I'd recommend spreading your feet out just a hair, okay, from the set position. But you just want to make sure that when you come set, okay, you're in a position where when you lift, your hips, okay, and your top half doesn't get too much over your front leg. And as you can see, you really do a good job of sitting over that rubber, sitting over your back foot. Your head comes right up through that line right there, and you do a real good job. Now, the one thing I want you to just consider here is the slight rotation you have in your top half. Okay, look at this. The line I drew on your shoulders. If you can see, they're kind of over rotated in, and what's going to happen is as you start to move towards home plate, you're going to want to open those shoulders up early. Okay, and if you're not careful, you're going to open them up too soon. It's going to cause that top half to prematurely open up, and you're going to be throwing across the baseball, or excuse me, around the baseball. And in watching a couple different some of these pitches, what I did notice at the end, and you'll see it, is you do kind of fall off to the right-hand side towards that third base side of the rubber, which means a lot of your energy as you get through the pitch is going left to right, and that's part of it is because of those shoulders that are turned inwards. So let's just go ahead and work on leveling those things up towards the target a little bit better, okay? And a simple adjustment as you work on your balance position. Just go ahead and make sure you open your front shoulders up so they're facing the target. Home plate to second base is really what you should work towards. As we move forward into the direction part of the delivery, you do a really good job. Your hips, you keeping your hips. Excuse me there. Get rid of that square. But you do a good job of keeping your hips loaded, your weight's back. That slight tilt that you see right here, something that I look for with all my pitchers. Just shows that all the weight's staying on that backside. As you move forward, Eli, what I'd like to see is as you get your glove out to a certain point, try to keep it below your head. Okay, you want to try to work everything in line. So that glove, it comes out, it should be a little bit more direct path to home plate. And as you can see, it gets out here and you start losing some of it outside, and it's just going to become a little bit out of control for you. I'd like to see you just get that glove to stay in line a little bit, maybe right off your chest. As you land, again here, really looks like you do a good job with your top half staying closed. Your hips are opening up early, which is good, or earlier than your top half. Definitely one thing that you need to keep doing well. You appear to be striding in line, which is a good thing. You can open your foot up a little bit more, make it parallel with that line right there I just drew on the ground. You want to just that having that closed off front side, or that closed off foot. What that's going to do is it's not going to allow your hips to cleanly rotate through as much as they should. So and again, that's a again, just get that heel kind of turned in a little bit more, toe pointed towards the target, and it's going to allow your lower half to get through. Real easy to fix. Just practice stepping on a line. You can do a simple T-line drill. Draw a line as I have in the dirt, and just work on landing heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe. Do dry mechanics, and then eventually you put and it should fix itself. As we go to the release point, I want you to just notice you really really leaning over in your top half. You want to be able to stay over your legs. Let's do a little bit better job with our posture. Just get a little bit more upright. The button on the top of your hat should face the sky, and instead it's off towards that mountain in the background. So we want to just go ahead and be a little bit more upright. This is going to allow us to get through the pitch, into the pitch, okay? And what happens is this is all started with that early top half rotation, okay? Because you're rotating that top half as you come through. Now you're losing your line to home plate, and not only are you cutting off your top half, your body, and you're cutting off. More importantly, you're really putting your arm in a bad position, okay, to be injured, because you never get to full extension. So you're throwing with a real tightened up bicep, and as you can see right here, you got a bent arm. There's no extension right there. You're putting a lot of stress on your bicep, a lot of stress on that elbow, okay, and your shoulder, just because you haven't gotten fully extended through the pitch. One thing I recommend doing is doing a towel drill, and you put your feet on the ground in this position right here, and you just work on leaning back and then leaning forward, rotating around, working on really getting an extension way out front. I would even recommend putting the target on a little bit lower, just to try to create a little bit more extension longer after you release the baseball. Just have your elbow lock out. This is going to take a lot of practice. It's not going to be easy to fix, but it's definitely something that you need to work on. So a couple different drills. The T-line drill to work on staying in line, keeping your weight back, striding with an open front foot, and then most importantly, you need to work on that towel drill to lengthen out that arm after release, just to protect yourself against injury. Okay. Another drill that you can do is a one knee drill, where you go ahead and put yourself in. We'll go ahead and I'm going to fast forward here, or just not fast forward, but get you into the loaded position. So you're going to put yourself in this position right here. Okay. Go down to a knee. So your back knee, you're just going to go onto the ground. It's just going to be a one knee drill, and you're going to work on keeping that top half nice and upright as you rotate through the pitch. Okay, so Eli, I hope you learned a lot here today, and are able to take some of these recommendations with you and clean up your delivery a little bit. Help you out down the road. Thank you.